kind of a rainy, cold, windy day. And so as I was putting the planter in the shed here, I thought, well, let's just see what the heck it looks like out in the field. And it looks pretty nice. That's a nice red against that corn stubble backdrop. The red clashes, or does not clash it. I think it mixes nice with the old faded green. It's a good looking combo there. My favorite tractor, and I guess my new favorite planter. So I got a little learning to do on the setting the planter down. I guess now it's time to go to the operator's manual. So I left it in rigid. So right here it makes it a rigid frame. So in rigid frame it goes up and down just fine. No big deal, like any other planter. But if I take him out to then it's a flex frame. So you can see where it pivots. It pivots right here along the tongue and back in the frame back there. And then you got the springs in the cylinder that I haven't researched yet how they work with the flexing and all that. So when you take him out, that's where it all pivots. So your right half and your left half can kind of move up and down like wings from each other. So when I do that, and then I add some air downforce for each row unit, as of right now, then it holds each half slightly tapers up to the outer wing to where the outer row unit is not engaged in the soil. So I got a little learning to do there and figuring stuff out. I'm sure it's just a simple operator error because I haven't looked at the book. That's how it always goes. But you can see the row unit here. So I just did the one row unit. You can see the nice trench that it makes. And then there you can see the straw for the fertilizer coming down. There he is, a little straw. So that's where our seeds will be, underneath that, and then they'll be along this trench, and then that fertilizer tube will dribble on it. Ahead of the fertilizer tube, you can see that plastic opening right there. That's where the seeds come down. So they'll be dropping ahead of the tube. The tube dribbles the fertilizer on, and then we rotate back, and then you got the closing wheels to close it. And so you can see that slot. So that's how the planter kind of just works in general. Makes a nice slot. I got these closing wheels off, so you can just see the slot that's made. I don't know what I'm at for depth there. It just is what it is. Another adjustment we need to double check on everything is how this row unit is pretty close left and right. It could go slightly to the right of whisker. See how that wheel isn't quite centered on the furrow, and this wheel is slightly left. This one's set the same way. It's slightly left of center line. And so this bolt, I can loosen that bolt and just give him a tap over to center them closing wheels over that. So we got some spring adjustments to do, but yeah, it's a rain day. I'm not gonna work outside for very much longer. But I just thought, what the heck, let's just try it and see what we got going on here and whatnot, and see. So then I can also see how my little fertilizer tube acts in the trench. Do I need to make it longer or shorter? It looks like it works out pretty darn good as it is. And so I think I'll get the 11 other rows to that same length, and let's keep moving forward.